And this here is a 1982 Topps Football Wax Pack number 72. And that's the bottom line, because Vintage Brink said so. All right. And we're going to roll the dice here. And we're going to get an 8 on the randomizer. Are you guys ready? What? What? Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. Drew's created a monster. What? Just don't stun your boss. Yeah, I kind of need the paycheck, you know. 7, 8. What's up, Doug? I collect Shaq rookies also, but I know, like, that's actually something I've noticed. Like, since I've gotten back into collecting, that Shaq's rookies just, I can get them dirt cheap. Like, when I was 9, 10 years old, when I first started collecting, they're like 100, 150 bucks. The 1992 Upper Deck was the first ever set I collected with my friends in 3rd grade. Trying to get them at card stores and have the packs. I mean, those are impossible. When I got hired here 5 years ago for Just Collect, that was the very first set that I bought for myself, because that was that was the one that meant the most to me. Like, I know it cost me like $20 to get it, but just certain things you have sentimental value for. Braun Strowman, okay, is 6'9" and 370 pounds of solid muscle. I am 6'1" and 300 pounds of like fast food and like donuts, okay? Yeah, Shaq's rookie cards were. I mean, I'm cool with them. Like I know like a PSA 10 is like 150 bucks. I mean, I've got a bunch of 9s. I'm cool with that. So, all right. Thanks, James. Yeah. Cut off the donuts. Yep. French crawlers all the way. All right. But Jordan cards are. I know it's like the markets. People want what they want. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Jordan cards have gone up, especially the 80s. I don't know so much about the 90s. I don't really look at those 90s cards. Pippin's, Scottie Pippen stuff has gone up a little bit. Dennis Rodman stuff a little bit. Now, when Luke Longley stuff starts going up, and like Bill Wennington stuff, and Judd Buechler, and Will Perdue, that's when we know The Last Dance just caused the markets just to go poof. All right. Spot number 1, the gum card, Vince Evans. Nice lid. Thanks. So we're about, let's see, 7. So we're about 45 minutes away from. So we're gonna give away the last spot. AJ Dew. And then 86 Fleer. I was hanging out with the Michael Jordan rookie yesterday. Me and him, we were talking, trying to, Ken Finetti. So if you guys follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I posted the MJ picture. Elvis Groom? No, I'm sorry, not Elvis. Eloy Grooms. And I remember, like, when this documentary first came out, everyone talked about how this documentary was going to make Jordan look bad, and if anything, it's made Jordan look good. Like, the person who has looked the worst out of this whole thing was Jerry Krause. Rod Martin? Because if you think about it, Jerry Krause decided to play his power card and decided to kick Phil Jackson to the curb as the coach. If he had kept that team together for 2 more years, You have 2 more years of Jordan still at dominant shape. You keep Scottie Pippen around. You should have paid him. Julius Adams. You have Dennis Rodman, a behaved Dennis Rodman. You still have that team together. Yes, they're older, but they were still the best team in the NBA, and they would have. I think they could have won at least another championship. Granted, they were getting older. Maybe another team knocks them off. But if you think about it, that move, which led to other moves of dominoes falling, has the Bulls have never recovered. Drew Pearson, who is extremely loathed and hated in Philadelphia, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the NFL draft in Philly. You'll see what I'm talking about with Drew Pearson. But I mean, Jerry Krause. It was a shame that he just couldn't handle just being the executive behind the scenes who put together a very good basketball team. He wanted all the spotlight. I mean, you have 2 of the greatest players of all time in Jordan and Pippen, and then he built good pieces around him with Dennis Rodman, Luke Longley, Ron Harper. Like just you don't need to be the center of attention. You're the general manager. And granted, yes, like you won Executive of the Year, but at the same time, you literally tore down your team because you decided to kick Phil Jackson out and tell him that we weren't paying you anymore, which led to Michael Jordan deciding that he wasn't going to play for anyone else other than Phil, and then he comes back later to to play for the Wizards, which was the team that he was the executive for. And then Scottie gets traded to Houston and then to Portland. Yeah, I remember the strike because I remember he retired in January. I remember the press conference. I still remember that short. It was a 50-game shortened season. MJ retired. It would have been a great series. Tim Duncan and David Robinson against the Bulls. That would have been a great series. I mean the Knicks. I mean the Knicks were the 8th seed, the Cinderella story. And they were a good team. Just, I think the Bulls, the Bulls could have had maybe another run or 2, had Jerry Krause just gotten over himself and kept that team together. There we go. Hall of Famer. Tony Kukoc he wasn't even a villain. Like, I feel like there was a misconception. Again, Jerry Krause created it. Because he made it seem like, oh yeah, Tony Kukoc is going to be the future of the team. He was a good piece. And, Jordan and Pippen took resentment of Jerry Krause's infatuation for other players, and they lit him up in the Olympics. And then all of a sudden, Tony Kukoc comes to the Bulls, and he's another good piece to the puzzle, and he's got 3 rings. We got Anthony Munoz, one of the greatest offensive tackles to ever. Let's go to Joseph. I mean, Kukoc was extremely talented. Joseph Fiore. You're gonna get the Anthony Munoz sticker. Yep. I mean, Jordan still could play at a high level. Just, I mean, he took what was it, like 3 years off, and I mean, you could tell he was old, but on the raffle for the 86. All right, so Tony, spend 10. So if you're not registered with us, go to vintagebreaks.com, register with us, and then every $10 you spend on our website at checkout gets you 1 spot. At 8 o'clock, right before we do the set break, at 8 o'clock, we're gonna do the we're gonna randomize all the $10 purchases that were made from 6 to 8 p.m. And then the person who wins gets that spot into the 86 Fleer break. So let's end.